You guys are grown men, and you're hardy and healthy. You guys go ahead faster. I have to go at the pace of the weaker ones, the animals and the children, and I will follow behind you. At the pace of the children, until I shall come to my Lord at Seir. Then Esau said, let me please put at your disposal some of the people who are with me. To this he said, why this? Let me find favor in the eyes of the Lord. So on that day Esau turned back on his way to Seir. And Jacob pulled out of Succoth, and he proceeded to build himself a house. And for his herd he made booths. That was why he called the name of the place Succoth. In time, Jacob came safe and sound to the city Shechem, which is in the land of Canaan. I think it's usually pronounced Canaan. While he was coming, I'll read it all at once. In time, Jacob came safe and sound to the city of Shechem, which was in the land of Canaan, while he was coming from Paddan Aram, and he pitched camp in front of the city. Then he acquired a tract of the field where he pitched his tent, at the hand of the sons of Hamor, the father of Shechem, for 100 pieces of money. After that, he set up there an altar and called it God, the God of Isreal. Oh, that's where also as he was heading to visit his brother Esau, God shows up in a man's form and wrestles with him all night till the sun comes up and hurt, permanently injured Jacob, his hip. So from then on he walked with a limp. And then God renamed him Isreal, which means to contend with, or he who contends with God, because Jacob fought with him all night. And he said, from now on you'll be known as Isreal. So I think after this point he's called Jacob / Isreal, depending on the writer, I guess. And I guess that's how Israel got its name, from Jacob. He set up there an altar and called it God, the God of Israel. Okay. Well, this is getting interesting. Also, folks, I'm working on a extended version of the Book of Revelation, which is kind of Revelations in a nutshell. It's a different version that I'm sure you've never heard before, because it's just stuff I've been reading it my whole 30 years, I guess, 40 years, and I throw in a lot of little notes and ad libs and compare it with other sections of the Bible a little bit. And I hope you'll find it interesting. I'm almost finished writing it. I don't know how long it's going to be, but it's 25 pages of material. So I'll read it into the camera. I'm going to try to get some good pictures with it, of like the apocalypse and the rapture and Antichrist and Babylon, stuff like that. It's all in there. Okay, let's go over some notes of Genesis 33. Jacob and Esau meet. Although Esau and Jacob were made friends in this very emotional, touching chapter. Thank God. It was. I was wondering, why did Esau bring 400 men with him? And even Jacob, obviously, was worried about that. They made up and were friends. Their descendants rarely lived peacefully, though. You can see the contention between Esau and Jacob / Isreal in the book of Obadiah. The altar Jacob built, God, the God of Israel, or perhaps rebuilt from one Abraham had built on the same site. As you can see back in Genesis 12, this altar signaled his strong intentions to worship God. I believe that we were created to worship God and to be like God's children. I think that He likes to watch us, because we're not always supposed to worship all day. He could create robots for that. He did. He has the 4 beasts around His throne in heaven that John talks about in Revelation. The beast with all the eyes, and they say, "Holy, holy, holy is Jehovah, Lord God Almighty, who was and is to come." If God created them, and they say that over and over again in front of the throne, I think that might be a powerful, good thing to pray. I say that at least 10 times a day, hoping to stay in God's favor. Although He has saved me many, many times. I don't know, 20, 30, 40 times. I could tell you stories that you would not believe of how I survived different things, and it does not make sense. That's why I believe so much in the Bible. I was reading the Bible. I forgot which chapter it was. I don't remember. And I saw, all of a sudden, boom, all of these different scenes of my life, one after other, real fast, where I was blown away. And it was all the times God had saved me. And then I realized it wasn't any skills that I have, or luck, or any training or anything. God protected me at each one of those very dangerous situations. So when I hear a pastor or anybody say, "Well, I read the Bible, but I don't know if it's true," and this and that, I feel sorry for them, because I know. I've seen stuff. Anyway, so Jacob built the altar to show how important it was to worship God, and that he, in front of everybody, was going to worship God. And he made up with Esau, and looks like he's going to set up camp there. And live happily ever after, I'm hoping. Well, we'll see. Anyway, I want to talk about a little something, personal note. It's a very big thing for me. I probably mentioned it last week. I recently lost 25 pounds by altering my diet, and I'm watching Blueprint with Brian Johnson, who also lost, 25, 30 pounds. And He's trying to live longer through caloric restriction. I'm not doing that. I might eventually, but I don't know. Caloric restriction, lots of vitamins and nutrients, but he's also doing stem cell stuff. I don't have money for that. But I've changed my diet, and I lost 10 pounds as soon as I stopped sugar, sodas. I'll have like one soda a week, I admit it. But I'm trying to get away from that and start drinking unsweet tea and or the carbonated water with like lemon in it. I like that. I do get a little sugar once in a while. I have like a little thin mint, and I have blueberries at night with Jell-O for dinner. So my breakfast will be, not always, I cheat a lot, but usually kale, a chopped frozen kale. I put it in a bowl with chopped frozen broccoli. I put it in a bowl. Extra virgin cold pressed olive oil with apple cider vinegar, half a shot, and that'll be breakfast, and that fills me up. The part that fills you up is the olive oil. It's pure fat. So what you want is low carbs, little to no sugar, and protein and fat, and vegetables. So you can eat as much vegetables as you want. Don't eat fruit. I eat the blueberries, and sometimes a little whatever, peaches or whatever's around, but